Well, alright guys, and welcome back to the channel. Steve Thacker with Royal Lepage. Today I've got a co-listing with Antoine Zabal with Royal Lepage, and today we're looking at 3537 St. Anne's in Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue. Let's go have a look at this 1960s build. It was built in 3 stages, with the first stage being built in 1960. There's a little over 9,000 square feet of usable area with storage bays, commercial units. The building is zoned 100% commercial. So let's go in and have a look around. Let's stick around. Well, all right guys, walking around we can see this beautiful storefront area. There's windows all the way along. You're right on the main street of Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue with all kinds of shops. There's boutiques, there's restaurants, there's parking, there's boat launch. There is the Canada Parks Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue Canal. There's all kinds of stuff, just all kinds of stuff. Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue is such a great spot. The new mayor is really working on promoting it, getting it back to its former glory. It's a great time to invest in Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue. Here's the building itself. As you can see, it's quite large. You've got great tenants, 2 great tenants. The owner is occupying much of the lower level, the 3 bay doors. And there's actually a buildable lot at the end. All right, let's go on in and have a look. So as we enter, we immediately have access to the warehouse area, storage area, where the current owner is occupying all 3 bays. To our left is the access to the gym area, which we'll explore after we go upstairs. Then we walk into the entrance to the upstairs level. All been completely renovated. Beautiful hardwood oak all the way up. The owner really spent no expense. As we come into the 2nd floor level, to our left is a bathroom we'll have a look at in a minute. But look at this beautiful big open space. Windows right across the whole front. There's storage area on the back. But beautiful open concept area. There's a full kitchen over there. We got about 2,000 square feet up here. There's also another room and some lockers back there. But have a look at the kitchen, all redone. Beautiful big hood fan, cooktop, fridge with all the cabinetry. You could use it as a dining area or an open concept office if you wanted. But look at this space, beautiful big. All halogen pot lighting throughout, on dimmers. There's an extra little room in here. Unfortunately, we don't have access today, with 2 closets, and we're going to go and have a look at that little apartment on the back. But like I was saying, we got about 2,000 square feet right here, totally done. So the current landlord has given this person who occupies the space a regular commercial lease. They do have options to renew if they'd like. That would be up to you. The lease is coming due within the next year to 18 months, I believe. We would have to just double check, but obviously we can send you copies of that. So, what a great space. Have a look at the bathroom. All renovated and redone. Shower, sink, loo, storage area. Let's go have a look at the apartment on the other side. All right, so as we walk into the rear apartment style area, it can be used as an apartment like it is now. It is not a legal residential apartment, but the owner is using it like that. There's a little kitchenette area with tub and shower and bathroom. But in this area, you've got about 800 square feet of livable space. There is a little bit of a storage unit there. So let's continue on downstairs. All right, so that's the whole second floor. Let's go have a look at the prime real estate of this building, that Jiu-Jitsu's gym that is actually sitting on the frontage of this building on the main street of Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue. All right, as we enter this space, have a look at this. Full windows everywhere. Right now, it is being used as a Jiu-Jitsu gymnasium. This area also has been fully renovated. You have locker rooms, changing rooms in here, all redone. Full bathroom. Oh, sorry, I didn't get the light. And then full shower area. But what a great space to occupy if you wanted to occupy yourself. I'm going to walk down. I'm not allowed to stand on that mat. So I'm just going to walk along the edge here and have you have a look at this. If you wanted to do a storefront boutique, keep the current tenant if you want. Gentleman's been here for several years, pays on time, no issue whatsoever. He also has options on his lease, but the potential here to do storefront, small restaurant, pretty much anything commercial. Obviously, you would have to check with the city of Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue. Those stairs access the owner's apartment upstairs, which we are going to go have a look at up there. So basically his area is this whole space. But what a great spot. You have water views here. You're right on the main drag, so if you wanted to open something on a commercial level like storefront, restaurant, you'd have the perfect spot. All right, let's go upstairs and have a look. All right, so we're going up into the owner's apartment. Here we got another 1,500 square feet, give or take. Beautiful big space with a master bedroom. We have an office here. Let's check if it's open. Nice big office area. This whole apartment is looking out onto St. Anne's Boulevard. Got a full galley style kitchen here. Cabinetry. Nice porcelain tiles with a full bathroom. Shower stall and loo. But this space could easily be turned into offices, storage, whatever you'd need to do. So in closing, we're going to go downstairs, we're going to have a look at the warehouse space. And the bonus feature about this building, there's a small 3,000 plus or minus square foot lot that comes with it that's most likely buildable. You'd have to just double check with the city of Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue, but we're almost certain that something could be built there. So let's go on back downstairs and have a look at the storage area. All right, so let's go into the bay area of this building. As you can see, there is a ton of storage. The owner is occupying this space at the moment. There's a solid 3,000 square feet down here. I'm going to get into all the particulars of the HVAC, the electricity, how this building is heated and cooled right after this, but what a great area, huge area. Easily could be converted into office space. You could have it as storage space, commercial space. There's actually a set of stairs that go up to that apartment that we saw earlier. As you can see, a lot of the HVAC has been changed out, upgraded. All high-speed internet throughout the whole building. There's availability for a full telephone system. There's another washroom over here in this section, washer dryer with full electric garage door. The other garage door is electric as well. But the potential here is endless of what you can do. So much space in this building. So the building in total is plus or minus 9,000 square feet of usable space. And let's get into the more particulars, like all this electrical that we can see everywhere. All the wiring is done by commercial grade. We also have a phase 2 soil test from the previous owner that we can share with you. Everything is clear and fine. So the only thing left to show you is the lot outside and to give you some of the stats of the electrical system. So let's go have a look. One last pan view. Huge amount of space. There has to be 3,000 square feet of usable space here. All right, so there you have it. That's 3537 St. Anne's in Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue. A couple of key points. We have 400 amp entry with 600 volts. We have 2 furnaces, forced air with natural gas as the energy source. There are several baseboard heaters throughout. There is an extra heat pump for the owner's unit upstairs, which is heat pump air conditioning. The HVAC system in here are plus or minus 10 years, all meticulously maintained. We have bathrooms in every section of the building. Everybody's on their own meter, so they pay for their own stuff. I can't tell you how much this building has been maintained. It's been very, very well maintained. The owner's taken pride of ownership in this building. I would be very surprised if there was anything major in this building, to be quite honest. We actually have the level 2, soil test, second phase from the previous owner. And here is the back lot that is included with this property. So the line is approximately where this fence is and the rear fence. So you have this whole area. It's about 3,000 square feet. We are verifying with the city if it is buildable. We think it is. Obviously, doing your own due diligence is very important, but buildable lot possibly, if not tons of parking for the whole building. Whole building on the exterior is all stucco. All the windows are within 15 years old, meticulously maintained. Pride of ownership in this building, right in the downtown core of Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue. Steps to shops, parks, the famous St. Anne's Canal locking system. What else can I say? Beautiful restaurants. The mayor of St. Anne's is dedicated to improving St. Anne's and bringing it back up to where it should be, back in its heydays. What a gorgeous building. We're going on at $1,720,000. There is still some flexibility, not much, because this building really doesn't need a lot of work. Everything has been updated, maintained, properly serviced. So come and have a look. Steve Thacker with Royal Lepage. Thank you for joining me today. Feel free to call myself or my partner, Antoine Zabal. I'll leave the links and the contact information in the description below. We'll see you on the next one.